Hey guys, this is Caller with Louder once again, and we're bringing you the losers match, set 4 of Group B of the MSL Round of 32. This is Flash versus Bull T. Bull T has never played against Terran before on a on a pro game, so what a way to lose one's PVT cherry, I guess, versus Flash. Imagine you were in this position, Louder. I'm just going to start off with a creative question. If you were just suddenly stuck in Louder's shoes, I'm sorry, stuck in Bull T's shoes, what would you do playing one of the best Terrans in the world, Flash? What build would you
Cheese.
go for? Yeah,
Cheese for
cheese,
sure.
but yeah, what kind of cheese would you say is the most likely to work, or what would you go for specific?
Proxy Reaver, Proxy DT, you know, something really lame, all in, and hope for the best. And it worked out really well, and, what was that? Stork versus C. Poor
Stark
C.
versus C.
That Reaver was evil. I'd like to see one of those come out against Flash, maybe, and redeem himself after that first PvP game that he, opened up really nicely and fell apart. But, I think versus Flash, it's very likely that he could repeat his performance. He could get a nice start, maybe even do a little harassment, get an economic lead. But I think in the long game, you're just going to see the experience and that well-developed TVP game that Flash has. It's just going to shine, and I don't think the kid has a chance of beating him.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Interesting enough, Flash actually looks like that's a scouting SCV there, just to make sure there's nothing being built there as natural, which is very important. I think if any much lesser player, not to insult you, but if you were playing him, I think he'd also be really careful, and I think he will be in this game against Bull T. At least with scouting, he should be careful at least if he wants to. If he wants to stay alive in this tournament, because I strongly suspect also that some cheese is going to be coming along the way here against him. But so I'm hoping at least he's gonna keep his wits sharp and send out scouting SCVs and be able to catch any cheese. Flash has been susceptible to cheese at times in the past, although I think he's getting a little bit better than that recently. Anyway, though, it looks like standard builds for both players. We're going to see the core and the factory coming up pretty soon. So I don't know. We might be seeing that proxy robotics facility coming up. We'll have to see, though. Neither player is scouted, by the way. Interesting enough.
I don't think it's unusual to see late scouts on a two-player map, but I don't know. If I were Flash, I would at least be out looking for anything out of the ordinary versus, a pro gamer newbie. Uh, I think that
Right.
we're either going to see cheese from the Protoss, or we're going to see him try to really show off with a macro-based game. Because I've always felt like watching Flash that if you design your Protoss around his timing, I think he's very susceptible to just a strong, over-the-top kind of macro play. But at the same time, this map doesn't exactly look difficult for Terran to just hog 4 bases and fend off all attacks. So I really don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that it's an exciting game.
Yeah, it looks like Flash getting a couple Marines here. We did see the Cybernetics core spinning, so so far we could be seeing a fast expand here from the Protoss player, like you said, going for a more macro-style game. He's got one Dragoon now chasing that SCV. That was going to stop him from probably making the next move in time. And looks like Flash actually continuing his mining. We'll see if he decides to go for that fast expand. I'm going to assume he's going for it, but I could be wrong here, of course. He could be going for some kind of rush also. It looks like he's just trying to keep the SCV alive long enough to maybe see whether the Protoss is going to be going for, I guess, another Nexus or some kind of tech, and that's really smart, I think, keeping it in there.
It looks like very standard, very cookie cutter Protoss versus Terran up to this point from both sides. I'm guessing Flash is about to start a command center,
Yep,
and
there it is.
I would be willing to bet that our Protoss player will be starting a Nexus pretty soon, probably doing a Reaver build, which seems kind of strange against Flash, but whatever floats your boat.
So yeah, so maybe not going for the expand. I think that robotics facility most likely is going to be for Reavers. We could see fast observers, but I don't know. I don't suspect he. I think if he suspects that Flash is expanding, he'll go for Reavers. Meanwhile, he's trying to push in
That's
here
a
actually
really
against
interesting
that ramp.
attack, and he's doing some damage to the Marines. He's killed a couple, but he's
Yeah,
got
he's
one
killed.
Dragoon nearly dead. That
Yeah.
probably wasn't the smartest thing to do.
I just never seen that kind of timing attack after the turn has the turret tank out. Usually you try to send your first dragoons out before, right?
Well, he's throwing up a second gateway. Maybe he just wanted to
Oh,
get the
so he
marine
is going to
count
go.
low.
Yeah, I think he is going for fast observers then. So I was wrong. He is going to go for. Well, maybe he's going to go for an expansion and Reaper tech. Actually, a little bit confused here.
Yeah, that's not unusual at all to throw down your Robo, expand, and then go Reaver. Because the Robo
Hmm.
does take a really long time to build as far as buildings go.
Yeah, but I think he did miss a, well, not necessarily an opportunity, but certainly if he had gone for the fast Reaver drop, he may have slowed down or even killed off Flash's expansion. But looks like he's just content to play a macro game, I guess, with Flash, which I think is a dangerous proposition, though. Flash is just very, very good at macro, and I don't think Bull T is going to have the macro necessary. While I do agree with you that certain Protosses have what it takes, I don't think Bull T has what it takes to fight a 20-minute game against Flash, to be honest.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, we are seeing the observers coming out actually for Bold T, so no Reavers even. Flash is well defended now with his turrets and his siege tanks against any kind of one base, fast DT drop or fast Reaver drop. So there's, he's in a good position right now. Flash is to just build up his tank force, I think, and wait to come out. And I don't think really Bold T has really done much of anything. He has expanded, but it's slower than Flash's, and generally not a good position for Protoss to be in. What would you do if you're in Bold T's position? Once again, putting you in the unenviable position of being against Flash.
I would probably do what he's doing. Take another expansion, keep up my
Right.
my 2-gate Dragoon production, and ramp up gates and add temp tech, at the normal time, which is about, 5 seconds before your probes get to your second expansion. You start throwing down lots of gateways.